We do something in a minute. See him live. Do. I'll be monitoring, see who comes on, response. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to those of you who will look at this message in the future. I thought about this particular topic after hearing some discussion from individuals and reading certain web postings. I have an interesting title that I want to cause, I hope it can cause a change in the minds of individuals who want to know that hope is not lost, that every individual have the potential to do whatever they want with their life. They are the one in charge. I want individuals to be mindful that it is not the other person. Sex or gender does not define you. It's your thoughts. Your thoughts define who you are. Your behavior will reveal to you your thoughts. When you look in the mirror of self, when you look in a physical mirror, what you see before you does not define you. It's your thoughts that define you. No one can make you do or say anything. You choose to do or say anything. You can put the blame on another person, but it's you who have decided that you want to do this or that. So it's my hope that to those of you who are considering to give up, which I have many times, on your dreams and your goals because of peer pressure or family pressure or outside pressure or no encouragement, no support. Family is against you, friends are against you, and you just give up. Feel that you can't achieve your dreams because of who we're going to hurt, who we're going to affect. But we must be mindful that we are responsible for our dreams. We are responsible for self. Have heard that we don't hear many black news, any news about black individuals that done good in the community, achieved something in their lives, they overcome something in their life, they're doing something with their life. They may have been homeless, beaten, battered, no hope, depressed, stressed out, maybe considering suicide or giving up, or whatever they may think at that moment, that why should they continue? So it is my hope that these stories that I shared, I did some homework and found a lot of them. I hope to be clear on the title of them. We'll speak about some if I'm led to, but I want you to listen to the title and you can look it up yourself. And it's my hope that you can see yourself in one of them. And then when you see yourself in one of them, ask yourself a series of questions. Are you pursuing your dreams? Are you pursuing them fully? Excuse me. Can you make a difference in your life? Can you make a difference in other people's lives? And what would be the outcome if you do? One person can make a difference. One person can make a difference. I want you to do a self-assessment of self, excuse me, do a self-assessment of self and ask, when you do a self-assessment of self, a self-evaluation from what you learn about self, if you admit that you have a problem, you admit that you have a weakness, you admit that you need help, seek someone you can trust that won't tell your stories out in the open or put them on Facebook or any social media website, and get the help that you need to pursue your dreams, your goals, your vision. When young students leave home after being around their mother and father and go off to college, they're alone out there. They're not with their mother and father and brothers and sisters. Some of them will be stressed out. They'll miss that bonding that they had at home, and they may not get the support that they thought they would get financially or emotionally or even morally or even just conversationally. And they may tend to pick up habits from other students that their parents did not raise them on, only to belong. Girls get boyfriends because they say, I'm 18 now, I'm 17 now, I'm old enough, I'm on my own. And everyone has a choice. Going to college does not give us free reign to do what we want to do because we did not get a chance to do it when we was under our parents' roof. And the student will feel depressed and stressed out and wonder that they made the right choice. They may think about the negative things, allow themselves to be torn away from their studies and dreams that they had prior to going to college. It's my hope that this message that you hear will cause you to think, to reassess your thoughts, reassess your plan. And if your plan, if someone that you have allowed now to cause you to move away from your dreams, if you want to get back on the path, just listen to these stories and hopefully it will cause you to change. So I will begin. All of these stories about young black males and females, black men in white coats, is on a mission to show black boys that they can be doctors too. Homeless boy wins New York State chess championship. He said, I want to be the youngest chess grandmaster. 700 young black boys with a 3.0 grade point average. High school students open an actual bank on campus to teach financial literacy. As wealthy white folks bribe college to accept their kids, these black students are earning scholarship left and right. Nelson reports shows black women are major influence. Nelson reports shows black women are major trendsetters who influence mainstream culture. Billionaire, this is in Africa, billionaire Patrice ARC to form South Africa's first black-owned bank. Match in the national fingerprint database established innocent of a Baton Rouge black male after 36 years in prison. He spent 36 years in prison, and the fingerprint database proved that set him free. 17 black females got accepted into 19 of the world's top universities. Teens who overcome homelessness accepted to 17 colleges. Think about it. A teen who overcome being homeless accepted to 17 colleges. So people can be homeless on the street, have a lot of intelligence, but when they get a break, an opportunity, they can excel. And those of us who are living in homes have the opportunity to do better with our lives, choose not to do so for whatever reason. Next one, of all four black brothers accepted into Yale, Harvard University. Four quadruplets, black brothers accepted into Yale and Harvard University. Next one, 17-year-old black student awarded 1.6 million in scholarship and accepted into 39 colleges. Again, 17-year-old black female student awarded 1.6 million in scholarship and accepted into 39 colleges. Meet the black pilot teaching kids how to fly. Tyler Perry stepped in to help children of a slain single mom. Say hello to the first Black woman neurosurgery resident at Johns Hopkins Hospital. Next one, congratulations to Stephen Stafford. He just graduated from Morehouse College. He attended college at 12 years old and graduated at 16 years old. Wow. Another one, a South African doctor cured deafness with the first ever made ear transplant. 18, Wardrick Dunn, former NFL football player, gives away his 145th house, home to a single mom in Tampa Bay. Number 19, Detroit student accepted into 41 colleges. 20, the first Black woman to get a PhD from MIT in nuclear engineering. First Black woman to get her PhD from MIT in nuclear engineering. Wow. 3 Black boys found a man about to jump off a bridge, grabbed him, and didn't let go. They responded. They saw someone in need, and they grabbed hold of this man, and they didn't let go. Would you have done that? Or would you be running around trying to find your phone to take a selfie? 9-year-old Maryland girl publishes books of poetry tackle politics and feminism. Let me say that again. A 9-year-old Maryland girl published books of poetry tackle politics and feminism. 9-year-old, wow. An 18-year-old Black teen entrepreneur, Zandra, Zandra, signed a major deal with Target stores, introduced plant-based skincare gift box. The title of it is called Treat Yourself. Y-O, Treat Yourself. Think about it. An 18-year-old Black teen entrepreneur, Zandra, signed a major deal with Target stores, introduced plant-based skincare gift box. A 15-year-old boy, Black male, Timar, chased a car on his bicycle for 15 minutes to save a 5-year-old white girl who was kidnapped from her house, from the front of her front yard. Think about it. He was successful in her being rescued. Did he look at color and say, I'm not going to help her? Did he say only Black Lives Matter and just stayed on his bicycle? No. He jumped on his bike and rode for 15 minutes to save this young girl. 25, from homeless and sleeping underground parking garages to inspiring cardiologist named Dr. J.A.L.L. He was homeless, sleeping in underground parking garages to inspiring cardiologist. 26, Kappa Alpha Psi brother opened a wellness studio in Brooklyn that helps Black men deal with anxiety and depression. A Black Detroit chess team won first place at the national championship, but it didn't make the mainstream media. Everything we must realize when we are sitting back looking for Black achievement, Black award, someone doing good in the Black community, if it does not suit certain mainstream media purpose, it won't be on the news. I would love to see a national Black news station where they show all kinds of news, the good and the bad, and let us decide, not programming us to accept something, spoon feeding us what to eat, sleep. Spoon feeding us the news. Again, a Black Detroit chess team won first place at the national championship, but it didn't make the mainstream media. We need to quit worrying about if they're going to make the news. One person can make a difference by just speaking it and saying it and telling others. 28, he went from inmate 66192 to graduating from Lincoln University. He'd been expelled, locked up, had a kid, and still a graduate. He had adversities in his life, adversities in life. He overcame them. He didn't let his inmate number stop him from graduating. Yes, he had a child. Yes, he'd been expelled, but he continued on. 29, Kenya math teacher who donates, this in Kenya now, math teacher who donates most of his earnings brought to tears after winning five, I think 51 million global, 55 million global teacher award. I think it's 5 global teacher award in dollars. He gave away his money to help others, and in turn, he was sowing seeds unknown to him. He won this award. Dahlia, Dahia, among 40, among 42 years old, first Nigerian to be appointed professor in Harvard School of Law. And this one, those of you who live in Savannah, Georgia, Miss Polly Casey Giant is at downtown Savannah, Georgia. She said, we settle at our third location. Miss Polly Case is at their third location in Savannah, Chatham County, Georgia. If you're in the neighborhood, visit her, buy something. We always complain about we don't shop at the black businesses, or there's not enough black businesses. Let us begin to shop at this particular black business. Malcolm X's daughter launched a new clothing line in his honor. 33, Fort Worth 16-year-old accepted into SMU Dedman School of Law, DEDMAN School of Law. After graduating high school at 13, this Texas teen is now gearing up for law school. 13 years old, graduating. An Army veteran shipping containers home. An Army veteran is shipping an Army veteran is shipping containers home for the homeless, and they are much nicer than some other homes. 35, Dr. Strong and Dr. Rowley, Harvard neurosurgeons. 36, Serena Williams is giving money to startup by women of color to get called racist for her trouble. I guess because she decided to give money to help young black female startup businesses, then the other race of people calling her and say, what about us kind of thing, I don't know. 37, 2 black women just opened the Minnesota first African American museum. 38, Miami-Dade County, Florida has over 200 black female firefighters. So what's my point? That there are many stories out there that we all can be inspired from. Excuse me. There are many stories if we do our homework, and we will see stories out there. So it's my hope that these collections of stories will cause you to look at self, see where your weaknesses are, see what's preventing you from achieving your goals if you're having trouble achieving them. From the homeless guys, homeless student, 16, 15, 17-year-old, the things that I mentioned, they all had a dream. They succeeded in their dream. I'm quite sure some of them had help along the way. It's not wrong to get help along the way. It's not wrong to admit that you have weaknesses. I have them, and I will include myself. My name is Anthony Milton. What have I done? A lot of bad things during my lifetime. But one thing that most people don't know about me, even some of my family members, when I was employed with Savannah Police Department in the 1980s, I think, the chief decided to bring horses back to the department. They had them back in the 16 and 1700s. And me, the person that I am, I always like to volunteer for things to have a nice resume, to get the experience, to expand my knowledge. So I volunteered to train for the horse. I got selected, and I trained, I think it was 6 months, learning how to groom and pick the horse shoes and clean up the stall and feed them and brush them, all the things. And then the day of our debut, it was the Night of Old Savannah. The chief Galetny at that time said, Anthony, get on the horse, you'll make history. And I'm saying, what? He said, yeah, because the police department had horses back in the 17 and 1600s. So I stepped foot on my horse and I made history. But one thing I did not know that during that time, it was predominantly white mounted patrol officers on the horse. Anthony Milton became the first black mounted patrol officer in Savannah and Chatham County, Georgia. Did I make known of it? Did I run around and brag about it? Did I share? No. I just accepted it as part of my job. Now you have heard. So if you say you don't know anyone famous, you can say, yes, I know someone in Savannah and Chatham County, Georgia, who is famous because he is in the history book. Hopefully my pictures and stuff will be in the Black Museum off of MLK, the Mount Gilbert Museum. And the second person was Gilbert Walker, and I'm quite sure they have many more after that. Did I pursue that position to ride the horse? No, I didn't pursue because I said, oh, I want to be the first black male on a horse. I just did it to enhance my resume. I did it to move up the ranks. I did it because I want to see what it's like to ride a horse. And it was a wonderful experience. It taught me a lot about myself. It taught me about horses. I had to humble myself because I didn't know I had to allow myself to be taught. And then as I grew up in life experiences, and I'm an author, gifted with a unique gift. I'm able to write from the things that I see. In my last book that I put together is Hidden Tears of a Black Male, meaning if I was crying right now and you say, Anthony has a problem because he's crying. But what are the hidden tears I'm talking about that we don't see? Men and women we all have hidden tears in our behaviors, the things we do. You can be drinking alcohol, into drugs, or fornication, whatever suits your need at that moment. It may satisfy you for that moment, but you want something else. Or you may even say what you have chosen to do with your life is not hurting anyone because it's working for you. But is it? So we all have hidden tears. We're just not showing them from the tears that flow down our eyes. So it's my hope that this inspirational message will inspire you to reassess yourself and say, you know what? I admit that I need help and I'm going to get it. I'm going to achieve my goals and dreams. I want to be one of the individuals that help others, because when we take our mind off of self, we can help others. And we help others, we help self. We must deny ourselves the things that we used to do or we like to do, because our friends and families and strangers and people that we meet may not go along with our wants and desires. And that's their choice. But don't let anyone cause you to examine yourself in a way that you cannot achieve anything because you came from a single father, single mother home. That you live in the project. You came from the project. You was homeless. You was on welfare. You spent food stamps. You was incarcerated. You was in jail. You was in hospital. You was in a mental ward. Or you just walked the street. Or you doubted yourself. Or you contemplated suicide. You became an alcoholic. You're not an alcoholic anymore. You wasn't into a drug. You was in permissive sex. Or you in permissive sex. Or whatever you are doing with your life right now, if it's causing you a problem in achieving your goals like these individuals had achieved, then you need to rid yourself or whatever. So thanks. If you like what you heard, share with other people. Allow them to hear what you heard. Don't think for them. Don't think that they will not hear that. A lot of people don't like to share things because they don't want people to know that they think differently from them. If you hang with a bunch of friends and you expose yourself in a different way, your friends may look at you strange. They may don't have nothing to do with you or whatever. There's a movie called Finding Foster. Foster. It's a man. It's a story about a young black male who was smart in school, loved to read. So he pretended that he wasn't smart. Why? To get along with the kids. But his secret finally came out that he was a great writer. So if you want these individuals in college, in school, or wherever you may be, concealing your true calling, concealing your true talent because of friends, families, and whatever, get up, get away from that mindset. And one of me, I just had a thought. Why you didn't say anything about someone became a rapper or someone became a football player? I read something that's only 2% of people that want to play football, only 2% make it. So 98% people don't make it to be football players. But what is forced down their throat that they can be a good football player? I'm not saying they can't, but only 2% make it. A lot of people say, I want to be a rapper. Okay, can you rap? You may cannot, but you have to sell your soul. You have to do something to get in that position. It's not about the bling bling on the fame. It's about what you want to do for yourself. And when you succeed in your goals, then you can help others. Begin to wake up those of you who are sleeping while you're walking. Thank you. Again, if you like what you heard, share it, subscribe to my channel, and then you get an instant alert that I'll be posting again. God willing, I'll be back again. And I will begin, as one of my friends said, that I need to take advantage of the social media to share the stuff that I know. So I will begin to do that. Subscribe to my channel, go to my channel, The Hidden Tears of Black Male, and you see all the videos that I uploaded over the years. And thank you once again. It's a pleasure.